Is it worth it to study design? Does it give you an advantage or is it all a myth? Will I land on the streets? Honestly, I seriously asked myself this when I decided studying design. I fell into the void of existential crisis because I did something insecure and creative, and I bet I'm not the only one who had those insecurities. Because if you're watching this video, you probably have those too and you're quite indecisive, or maybe you just want to reassure yourself it's all valid. So hopefully by the end of this video you will know for yourself if studying art or design is the right choice for you, or if you would rather choose the self-employed way of pursuing all of this. I'm talking from my perspective in this video because I decided studying design after I studied and quit another study field that I'm going to talk about later. Maybe you will see what I think about the topic out of my perspective. I know some amazing examples of people who really made something out of themselves by not studying anything at all and being very successful in the design field. And also I know it the other way around, where people studied design and through that, and only through that, they became who they are today. Let's see the first point. Why would it be unnecessary to study design? Why do you even study design? The important thing in design studies is that you build a portfolio to apply with it to future jobs or to clients if you want to be independent. But honestly, you can just do it yourself. If you're very motivated and you take the time and sit yourself down and work on your portfolio every day or every week. I don't know how much time you have, but you can do it yourself. Which brings us to the next point. Is a design degree really worth so much in the industry? If you apply to a job with a design degree, they're gonna laugh at you if you don't have a portfolio. So build the portfolio first and then think about the degree itself. I think I know no other studying field where the degree matters so few than in design and art. So you don't need to study it, just build your portfolio yourself. Also, I have to admit, I'm visiting the courses obviously very regularly, but some of them are quite unnecessary, I think, because it's not like other study fields where you have basic courses that build up on each other and it's really important to follow all of them. You could spend a lot of that time doing something else and doing something way more relevant for yourself and your design process than you actually do in university. Okay, let's get some cliches going because we all know that artist teacher cliche type who is like in their own bubble and they have that crazy hair, and they always think in feelings. Design university, of course, it's a bit more realistic, but you could still say that a lot of professors there are still in their own world a little bit. Okay, I don't want to make examples. I don't want my profs to watch this and be like, oh no, that's me. But they're sometimes so niche down that they cannot help you with a lot of topics. And also a lot of profs would rather have you be independent one day than working in commercial life. So working in the commercial creative field is like a little bit frowned upon of those. Then they're gonna judge you a little bit and I think it's unfair. Following up to that, you really have to ask for specific feedback or else you won't get it. I think it's a university problem in general that you don't get the one-to-one feedback most of the time that you would wish for. You check your online profile of the uni and you get your grades and you don't know why you got this grade and you cannot ask because the semester is over and everyone is on holidays. Okay, important part. I know for a lot of you guys, let's talk about costs. And it's very country specific. In my country, and I know I'm one of the few lucky ones, we don't have to pay anything for studying. They don't even give us Adobe programs. We have to pay for them. Yeah. I know that in the UK or in the US, for example, you have high study costs and there you're gonna think twice and 10 times about what you study. But guys, if you see yourself working in that field and if you choose this for your way, then don't let the costs scare you. But obviously you still have to decide it for yourself and for your own lifestyle. So to break it down, you don't have to study design if you want to build your portfolio. There are so many online courses, online classes, and of course, the best platform to learn anything about anything, YouTube. I found every lessons on those. You can find portfolio lessons that would maybe follow on this channel as well. If you want to hear something about portfolios and how to apply and what mistakes not to make, then leave me a comment. You can do portfolio courses. A lot of universities even provide courses about how to do your portfolio and how to set it up right and how to set it up right for the specific university as well. I did that for mine and it worked pretty well. If you want to do this whole thing without studying design and art, you have to have enough discipline to do it. You have to have the passion and the discipline. If you say about yourself, yes, I want to do it so badly that I can bring up the consistency, you can make it happen on your own. I believe strongly. I have friends who did that and they're doing amazing. Okay, let's draw an imaginary line, because now we're talking about the actual advantages of studying design and art. And I can only speak about myself because I am very confident about my study field and my university in general, so let's get into it. Obviously, studying art and design kind of forces you to build a portfolio, and for people who cannot motivate themselves every day to do this, this is really a game changer. The courses are specific to different topics, and they can really be your guideline to fill up your portfolio. For university, you have to do longer projects, and obviously, with more time invested and more stress invested from time to time, you have better results, bigger results, and more rounded up results you can show in your portfolio. Next, obviously you get professional feedback from the profs, and I know I bashed a little bit against them, but they're not all bad. In fact, most of them are extremely nice and do incredible work, and they also work outside of university. They are not just in that bubble. They do commercial work, they are independent, and they can give you on very specific things a lot of tips. And if you get along well with the professors, you might get some opportunities of them. Some of them even have their own companies and hire working students, so might be an opportunity for you. But it's not just the professors, it's also the students that can give you professional feedback. Because being in that design and art community, for me it was so amazing being in that space. There are so many creative people who all have their different passions around you, who can give you feedback, and it really helps you step by step in little baby steps, improving and finding your own way of wanting to present you as an artist and designer. Following up to that, guys, this is one of the most important things. Finding friends. You don't even have to make a lot of friends, but networking is so important in university. It's the kind of networking like finding friends, going to university events, talking to people and sharing your design and talking about the things that interest you, sharing your passions. So those people know for later that they can come back to you with your specific talents and your specific work. I already experienced this, and it is incredibly important because everyone who's studying with you later will be some kind of designer in some kind of position you don't know yet. Being in that design space, the people are so different, and you will feel very confident about yourself talking to the people about the things that really interest you. Oh yeah, did I mention the university parties? Amazing. So next point is that obviously with studying design and art, you get a degree. And we talked about earlier that you don't have to have one. But if you apply for a position in the corporate world, then yes, you need it. And you might even need a master too. Maybe be an art director or to achieve a higher position in the hierarchy of companies. So this is also very important, and I like to make use of it a lot. You can use all the workshops and different working places in your university for free, and you can even rent out equipment, very expensive equipment in fact. I used microphones and cameras and light setups for photography or whatever that I would have never seen or touched in real life because they're so expensive. So be aware of those things, and if you study design and art, make use of them. This is a unique opportunity you will probably never have again. If you don't know from the very beginning what you want to do with your design degree, and I know that a lot of people don't, then you can obviously try yourself out in university. I only noticed that I loved some things, trying it out and sliding into some course I didn't know I have interest in, but I actually had interest in. Oh yeah, and did I mention that you might get a lot of very amazing job opportunities going right out of uni? I already took part in different activities in university that also included outside companies coming to university. I got offered jobs several times in university. So don't underestimate the advantage it can give you to be in such a great design community. You might be the one kickstarting off your career coming right out of university. And one more side note for us artists, obviously a lot of us already have a social media where we share our art, but it's an important step to make it grow a little bit more and to build up your art community online as well to get more opportunities for jobs and clients. So if you're interested in that, then check out my video about growing on Instagram as an artist and setting up your design profile for success. Okay guys, my takeaway from this video, or your takeaway at least, do what seems best for you. Studying design or working it all out by yourself, either one can be the right way for you. Just see that it fits to you. I hope I helped you and didn't confuse you too much with the video. Please guys, let me know in the comments in which position you find yourself in if you watched that video till the end. It seems to be quite an important topic for you. So what are your struggles with deciding on which way to take? I would be very happy that if you're interested in more design and art content, then like and subscribe for this video. Stay creative.